Hello everyone, welcome back to another one of my cryptocurrency update videos, and today as always I'll be covering vechain. So I'm starting off on the daily, and I just want to say that in my last video I said we needed a healthy retracement as we had I think it was 4 days of upside or something like that. And as you can see, we hit our last target here of the rising wedge, overshot that, hit the 55, which I think I did mention in my last video that that's what we may do. Came back down, broke through that level, broke through the second level, and now we are holding the very strong yellow line, which is the weekly support level. I drew this a couple of weeks ago now, or maybe even a few weeks ago, and we respected that as support and resistance. So hopefully this is a strong level and we will be able to hold here. There's absolutely no need to panic on any of the cryptos right now. This is all normal, and you need to be able to hold up during these dips as well, because the bigger the dip, the higher we will go up, the bigger the rip, as the Coins Kid would say. So I'm just going to add some fibs on now. So to find these fibs, we just want to see how far the retracement's going to go. Oh, my bad, sorry. There we go. Okay, so as we can see here, you go from swing low to swing high, and we have lost the 0.618, and when you lose the 0.618, it means that there is a higher probability of a reversal wave, and that reversal wave will be down here to the 1 minimal, which is at 0.074 cent. However, this can be invalidated, and this is how, because we've hit the 0.786 at 0.080 cent, and we've actually bounced off of that, come back, and we are heading back up to the 0.618. If we can get above this and hold that as support, that is signs of continuation to the upside. However, what we could be doing is coming back up to hit this and then rejecting it and coming back down, and that is what will bring us down to the 1 minimal, okay? And that actually wouldn't, to come down to the 1, just going to come down here, it wouldn't actually be that much of a surprise, and it would actually make sense, because we would then be creating this double bottom here, bottom here. So if we do come down to that 0.074 cent at the 1 level and hold that, that would as well be a good sign for continuation, because a double bottom is a bullish pattern. And I just want to say, obviously we might not do that, but if we break the 1, we could then be coming down to any one of these 3 levels. I do say the 1.618 is your target, however it can actually bounce off of any of these 3 targets, any of these 3 fib levels here. So we could break this and just come down to the 1.272, reject it, and come back up, working your way up the fibs. But as I said, we will have to just wait for what Bitcoin wants to do as well. That's what I always say. So I'm just going to move on now to the 4 hour. It's going to be quite zoomed in, so I'm just going to zoom out here. Yeah, that works. So these were the lines I was talking about earlier. So what we can see is we have a falling wedge here, which is a bullish pattern. And the reason that it's such a strong pattern and it's definitely a falling wedge is because you can see here we've respected the resistance, and we've respected the support. And now finally we've reached the bottom of that wedge and we have broken out of it here. So what I would like to see is what could happen now. We need to come back and retest the bottom of it again as support. That's what it happens. That is what needs to be done to form a healthy breakout, retest for continuation, which also holds up with our weekly yellow support line here. What could happen is we can see here that we have not come back to the 20 moving average in a while. So, and it also lines up with this support here. So we could come up to this purple line, which is, as I said, the 20 moving average. And what's going to happen is there's either 2 things that can happen. We can either come back and hit it and reject it, bringing us back down again, or we can come up and we can break above and hold it for continuation. So there's always, it can either go one way or the other. We're just here to read the charts and see what happens. So let's add some fibs now. So I'm just going to say, theoretically, if this was the bottom here, that I'm going to add some fibs. Obviously, we don't know if this is the bottom, and it could be completely invalidated. But if this was the bottom, we go swing high to swing low. Okay, and as we can see here, as I just said, we could come up to this level here, which is the 382. Lines up perfectly there. That is at 0.088 cent. We could come up here, we could reject that, bringing us either back down to the 236 or down to the bottom here, as I said, at the weekly yellow line, which is retesting this pattern. So it wouldn't be a bad thing at all. But if we can hold above this, we've got 2 strong supports here, 3 strong supports, because we'd have the 20, the 382, and this pink line, which I drew a couple of weeks ago now. Obviously, if we can hold the 382 as support, we'll be heading to the 0618, which is at 0.093 cent. Hold the 0618, sorry, coming back up, may get stuck around this level here because we've got another strong support level here. Could hold this, kind of bounce off of the 786 as well, bringing us up to the 1, and the target for this falling wedge is at the top of the wedge as well, so that lines up with the 1, so that'd be great to hold. As we know, hold the 1, that brings us to 10 cent, and then as we know, coming back up to the 1272, 1414, eventually taking us up to the 1618 at 11 cents. So it is looking good for vechain. Obviously, I don't know if this here is a confirmed bottom, because if we did lose this yellow line, then obviously we'd have to add fibs on to work out where we're going to then. But for now, it's looking really good. If we can create a little double bottom here and then bring us up, working our way up the fibs, it's looking good, guys. Obviously, it all just depends on Bitcoin, but that's what all I've got to say really today. I think it's all looking good, basically. You know, we're going to have these short-term dips. It's going to happen all throughout our whole lives when we're in the crypto, so we just have to deal with it and read the charts and just stay calm. But anyway, guys, just please like the video, comment your opinions, subscribe to my channel. That would be really good help, and I'll see you next time. Bye.